guys, welcome back to my channel. Just heading out to a different spot to camp this time. I've travelled down the east coast of Australia from Queensland right down to the bottom of New South Wales. I'll show you that on a map in a moment. Fairly long trip, it's about a 16-hour drive. Visiting family and friends, as a lot of us do over Easter, so really looking forward to obviously catching up with family. So yeah, it'll be a different type of camping this time. Still semi-wild camping, but certainly not in a campground per se. But I'll tell you a bit more about that when I get it set up at camp. Interesting watching the temperature changes. When I left Queensland, the average daily temperature was about 29 degrees Celsius, down to about 19 overnight. When I came down through Canberra at 6 p.m, it was down to 10 degrees Celsius. So big change in temperature. But as I said, really looking forward to enjoying the cooler camping. So I'll leave it here now, and I'll talk to you all when I get to the campsite. But thanks for coming on for the adventure. Thanks, guys. Welcome to my campsite, guys. Something completely different this week. You all know about my love for wild camping, dispersed camping, getting out to places where you're not surrounded by other people's at a campsite. This week I've come down to Eden, New South Wales. It's right down the bottom of New South Wales, near the border of Victoria, right on the coastline here. And my older brother Michael's set up a Hipcamp here that he's building now as we speak. So we've just been doing some work over the last week trying to get this place set up. We're going to put in some camp spots along the river here. You'll see from all the different footage and the B-roll I've been shooting, there's lots of waterfalls here. It's a stunning area. A little bit probably like, say, Vancouver Island, outside of Canada there, sorry. So from the gorges and beautiful waterfalls, rock formations, but of course an Australian bush all around it. So I'm going to be showing you around this area over the next day or so. Some of the areas where we're going to set up camps, and obviously the river and the gorges and the waterfalls. But at the moment, just going to sit back and relax. I'm not cooking dinner tonight. I'm going to have dinner with my brother and his lovely wife Cheryl, and enjoy some lovely food with those guys and a cold beer. And then I'll come back here and sleep the night, and then wake up to breakfast, and then I'll show you the place in the morning. Absolutely gorgeous spot, beautiful clear water. Floods went through here over the last week or so. I'll put up some of the footage that my brother Michael took of the river flow and what it's done to damage the trees, etc. Absolutely amazing footage. And then of course what it looks like now, beautiful, serene, and absolutely magic. It's been a stunning day, about 29 degrees today, but of course down here being so far south, we've got no humidity, so just lovely. We've all been for a swim 2 or 3 times today, which is great. Down to the bottom of the waterfalls. Interesting enough, we were talking to some people who are camping in the area down at the waterfalls. It's getting a bit hot here. And they were saying how frustrated they were camping in the national parks, etc., because the national parks are charging you $70, there's 300 people, 1 toilet, and you're pretty much just camping on dirt. And as Michael said to me, it's just not good enough. If you're going to pay that sort of money, you should be looked after better. So that's what we're going to try and achieve here. It's put in a lot of work in the area already. So yeah, come along and enjoy it for the next couple of days with myself, guys. I'm going to have my younger brother here tomorrow morning as well. To do some footage and some discussion around how he travels. He travels on a motorbike, dirt bike ADV is his channel. So we're going to have a bit of a discussion around how he travels, what he carries on his motorbike compared to what I carry in my car, as far as, once again, just being minimalist, guys, and keeping it nice and light. So he has to go to the extreme because he's just got a motorbike. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now, and I'll chat to you maybe later on this evening. And otherwise it'll be first thing in the morning. Thanks, guys. Welcome back to my campfire, guys. Just got back from dinner with my brother and sister-in-law, and luckily the fire was still warm enough to get a little bit of bed of coals there to get the fire going easy enough again, which was great. So I'm just going to sit back for the next half an hour, to be honest, and just enjoy the stars. Haven't seen a sky like this with so many stars in a long time, I'll be honest. It's one of the things I've looked forward to from camping, particularly, as I said, out in the wild or dispersed camping, is having no noise from city lights or street lights or whatever it might be, and just being able to look up and gaze at the stars in front of a nice fire. So yeah, just going to wrap it up for tonight. I'll head to bed soon, but looking forward to the morning and catching up with my younger brother and his son Flynn Cordell and doing some footage with them. So I will see you all then. Morning guys, welcome to my campsite this morning. I'm not going to do a breakfast cook up again. I'll go down and have breakfast with my brother and say hello to him this morning. Just backing up camp now. It's a little bit damp, a bit overcast, which is unfortunate, but that's alright. Can't manage the weather. So yeah, just packing up camp now, and then I'm just going to wait for my brother to turn up. He might be down there already at my brother's house, and we'll do a bit of footage with him, get a bit of drone footage of the area, and then I'll wrap it up later on. Afternoon guys, just going to wrap the video up here. Fortunately didn't go to plan. Wasn't able to do the footage I was hoping to do with my younger brother. As it always is the case when you catch up with family, you end up talking too much, which was fine, which was great. So we've already organised to do that later down the track. Essentially what I was going to cover off was simply more just around how he packs for a trip on his motorcycle. As I said, his channel is Dirt Bike ADV, or Dirt Bike Adventures. Great channel if you ever want to look at how people really go to minimalist hiking or camping, should say. It's a great channel to watch from that perspective. That was okay. His son, well, my nephew Flynn Cordell, and I rather do some great footage together. You would have seen of the waterfalls, some of the slow-mo work, me driving in this car, and just as importantly the drone work. He's got a great drone and he's a great videographer. So rather get some great footage of the area, me driving down the road and so forth, which sort of sets it up for what the campsite's really going to be all about. So yeah, so that was all great, that's all fine. Makes for a shorter video, but that's not always a bad thing. But listen, just wanted to say to you all, thanks for coming along on my latest adventure. Thank you for supporting me, and I look forward to catching you all in the next video. Bye for now.